I can tell where the price of this BTC will go from here, in what direction the BTC price will likely go, and what are the hurdles or the resistance we have with this BTC, and where we have the support. All these are things which I will be uncovering in this video, and uh, for for a reference, I've already talked about this thing. I mean, all these videos are all about my analysis. So yeah, and this analysis which I'm going to do is for with on this one on the basis of what I've already talked about in this video, and then I'm going to continue with yet another update with this video. And quick disclaimer, all the levels or information which I'm sharing for this BTC is my own way to do the analysis, so please take my analysis as information and education purposes only. Okay, so with that note we can start. So for a reference, what we will be doing is we will be doing the multi-time frame analysis. In this case, I will be doing 4 hour and daily. 1 hour I'll skip it for this video because it's a very small time frame. But I will be taking 4 hour for the middle ground, and daily for to look for the higher time frame perspective, macro perspective. So and 4 will do for the below micro or macro. So yes, let's start. And I'm gonna take a reference here, this video what I've talked about. Okay, in this video what I've said and what I've talked about is first of all I've shared the information or analysis with this 4 hour time frame. So I'm gonna take the 4 hour again. So let's start with the analysis here. So what I did on that video, I think I have shared this. Yeah, I think yeah, this is the price here where the prices were, yeah, in that video. So what I've talked about in that video is I'm just going to take this reference for what I've said. So prices were here at that time, and then prices are what we when the prices were here, what I've said or maybe I've mentioned on the basis of my own ways to do the analysis is we have a resistance here, the 4 hour time frame resistance, and we have yet another 4 hour time frame resistance here, this represented by zones, and these are zones. Everything is zone. Some has some higher bigger zones, some has smaller zones based on based on the time frame specifics. So in this case here, when the prices were when the prices were recovering, and that's what I have mentioned, the BTC entering transition zone, recovery structure building. So we have this resistance here, the 4 hour resistance zone. So I'm just going to click play here. So that's what happened here. In these two candles we have the rejection. Even the prices were not able to break the lower level of this 4 hour zone, and then we also had this support, this bigger rectangular zone support, which is weekly including 4 hour, and then there is this daily also there. And then after that the prices traded for the next two 4 hour candles here in between these two zones, the 4 hour and then bigger weekly 4 hour and daily. And then the next candle we have seen a good candle, green candle, which break through the lower base level, the lower 4 hour level, and then also including this above 4 hour level, and it's it break through this thing in a single candle. But after that we have I've mentioned here yet another resistance, the 4 hour resistance. It's the prices were slightly just below, or maybe let's say below or middle in middle of this thing, this one and this one. So this thing might have occurred in the 1 hour time frame, and 1 hour time frame, we got a rejection, the BTC got a rejection in the 1 hour time frame more, and then we have a fall, and during that fall we have some sort of a support kind of a thing which was happening in these two candle starting with the upper level for our upper level, and then we have this level lower level. But in the initial two candle, in these two one, we had some sort of a support. Prices are closing just slightly above the 4 hour, but in the next candle it break through in a single candle, and this 4 hour zone is broken. Now after that, again similar sort of a situation, consolidation, range bound. Prices is in between these 4 hour and bigger higher time frame zones, have support and then started again. So right now we are here. So let's continue from this price onwards, and what kind of a thing we might gonna see in the ongoing price activity, and where the prices will go for. So this is where we are right now, and in this current candle, which what we can see here is the price is trying to break this below lower base level, this zone. I mean everything, this including this one, this thing, this thing, this thing, and this thing. These are my mentioned or specified zone. In this one there are three elements or three components: the lower level, the upper level, and the zone, the entire zone itself. When the prices is below this level, like in this case prices is trading below, and that becomes eventually becomes a resistance. So that's what was happening here, or happened here. And now at this time the price is trying to break the lower level, and it right now we have 2 hours and 50, almost like 3 hours left for closing of this ongoing candle. So during this time, the remaining 3 hours, let's say, if price break through successfully the lower, which we can see here in this candle, and eventually it also if possibly break through this level, the upper one, then this entire zone eventually becomes a support here. The price will get a support here, similar to this sort of an activity, a support. And ideally it's supposed to happen, because right now this thing, this vertical line represent the new 3-day candle formation. After the formation here, we have seen some fall, or so eventually this will become a wick. Prices opening is this. So what's going to happen is price will successfully break through this zone, breakthrough, which we can see, and then eventually in since right now we are in a 4 hour candle, the next rejection or resistance the BTC will get is in this level, 105. That's also what I have said in in that particular video. In this video, the major resistance the BTC has is right here in this level. Yeah, in this level, and we have seen this rejection. Okay, so after that, let's say price will successfully break through this level, and but chances are still I'm taking a less chances, because of the situation with the BTC is in a sort of like a heavily in the downside, but not to that heavy. Oh, I will be talking about the scenario, the other case scenario, wherein if prices break through these levels also. So for that, let's finish this thing first. So price will break through this level eventually, this one ongoing, and then it will go for the this level. And since this is the opening of the 3-day, and if I just assume something like, let me go back here, and yeah, this is the weekly 1 2 3. Okay, here this is the opening of the new candle, new 3-day candle. Okay. What most likely going to happen is once price break through this level, if not right now, maybe after other 4-hour candles, then we will have support here, and then it will continue go for this level, and then it may gonna get a sort of a heavy sort of a rejection or resistance, and then after we will see another downfall, and this will become a support. Right now it's acting as a resistance. If I just go and change this thing also, right now it's resistance because of the ongoing activity. This is sort of a price is resisting, or we are getting a resistance here. So once a price breaks through this level, it will become support for the up rally here, and then it will go some like that. And even let's price break through this level, price will continue break through this one and then continue for the upside, maybe some candle consolidation, and then break through this level. We have yet another 4-hour resistance, and where did that go? It's now here. Okay. Right. Okay. We see that, right? Here we go. This resistance, new resistance. So we have new resistance, and then similar to this, if it successfully break through this level, if it gets a support, enough support, then it will continue go for this level. So this is what's going to happen, and this is again but for that, even that to happen, first price needs to break through this level 105, and I am assuming we will see some sort of a difficulty here breaking this level. So this is what I see in the 4-hour, and I haven't even mentioned about these things, but this is where this price, if I talk about these two, but even let's not, I'll be talking about these two things also, but let's continue with the daily one first after the 4-hour. So even in the 4-hour, after the 4-hour, we have daily. So the price right now is trading in between this weekly higher time frame and then this higher time frame zone, in between these two zones. And in the daily time frame, and the zones I have marked on the basis of weekly time frame analysis, so it's a more of like multi time frame. I have covered the 4-hour. Let's cover this daily. So this right now, this zone, this is the daily zone, and this is the same, I think this is the same price level. If I go do this and below and then this, then we can see the price which I was talking about, this 4-hour resistance zone. Price will get a heavy sort of a resistance because this has the daily time frame resistance also. So the price will get some sort of a heavy resistance. Forget about this level, the 4-hour zone level. This zone's price most likely continue from here and then get a rejection, heavy rejection here, and then again it will start falling, and and then with this zone it will get a support. And coming back to the daily, it's the similar thing, and then we have this thing. So let's talk about the other scenario, and I've talked about what will happen. Price likely go for this level, gets a rejection successfully, but not possible right now because of the daily, and even the 4-hour zone. Price will get a rejection here and then go for another round for the downside, and then this zone, this 4-hour resistance, which currently the price is getting a resistance, it will become a support. And then if it also break through this level, now this is where I'm gonna talk about, which I have mentioned. So let me clear one thing here. BTC, I think people were in this mindset, or maybe assumption, or maybe probability that the BTC is in the downtrend, is in downtrend. But what if I told you guys the BTC is the initial downtrend we have seen here from here onwards, And then after that, after this fall, prices, to be honest, this is right now in the price is consolidating. In there are other ways to consolidate similar to this way. Consolidation, it is also consolidation. It's going up and then maybe here and then go, and then eventually the consolidation will change and go for like this. So this is the consolidation which we are witnessing right now. It's not the downtrend phase. The only temporary downside we have seen is this, starting from this phase here, and then all those downside is the consequence or the result of this specific fall. So let's talk about this specific thing, this zone. In this zone we have weekly first of all, and then after weekly we also have daily. Yeah, this is the daily one, this one. If I do this and do this, so we have two zones. First is this up until this level, this is the weekly zone, and prices is getting a very good heavy sort of a support. And see all those candle closing, opening, closing, opening is happening slightly above this weekly upper level zone, this zone. And if any given day, if prices break through upper level and the candle gets closed inside this level and happens just like this, then it's the mark, or it's like a weakness in the BTC. We can consider as a weakness, but not a full sort of a downtrend. The confirmed downtrend is only possible when price after breaking all this level, price will start trading somewhere here. The only exception is that for kind of a confirmed downtrend, if price is trading somewhere here. If hold on, okay. So for the confirmed downtrend, this is the zone below this level. For the the recovery or the continuation for the uptrend, we have this level initial, and then this level also, because this is the daily upper level. So watch out for these levels, because only the case when the downtrend is confirmed when the prices break through, in one single candle, or maybe some other, after some sort of a trade or consolidation inside this zone and trading here. So yeah, this is what I have for the downtrend scenario also, but this is less likely going to happen. But even if it happens, then it will consolidate inside this thing and then again comes back up because of the first weekly zone. And then top of that we have daily zone here. So this is the case for the downside. And what I've initially talked about is the above case, going up for this level and then comes back down to take support, and during that it may also go inside the zone, and then we will get a heavy sort of a support inside the entire zone is support. And in this zone, inside the zone, we can go for temporary up position, or maybe we can go for some sort of position until the price got trading here. And this case going for the resistance, support, and then it will again continue for this price level to break this level. Once the BTC successfully break this level like this, then this eventually becomes a support. And even in this case, let's say price also break the upper level, then this will become, the lower level become a support. The only time when price will break this entirely and trading below this thing, then again it will go for that support down here, and then again reattempt to break this level. Once the price successfully break this level and started trading above, we have an uptrend, sort of a, not confirmation, but the initial sort of a sign for the uptrend, though it is already from here, which I can think of. But Even after breaking this level, we have this weekly resistance. This is one of the biggest hurdle or biggest resistance the BTC has right now to go for the level, this 150 level. uh, yeah, this is 150 level which people were talking about, and this is the same thing, and I've talked about this what here. uh, BTC price will test 97,000 for 150. This is what I've talked about, and this is what happened so far. And everything I have, talked about in this video, and everything what I've been talking about is happening in similar fashion. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and I will be linking, putting the link of these videos in the end of this video. If you're interested, go check it out, or maybe you can go by yourself and watch it as per your own preference. And disclaimer lastly, all this information I'm sharing is for educational and information purposes only. Please keep that in mind, and yeah, bye bye for now and take care.